And in terms of putting this all together, remember definition of leadership, ability to influence others. So if you think about that from an organizational influence perspective, leadership is a traditional downward influence. Some people think they can lead by positional authority. And positional authority, to a certain extent, people respond to me because I'm the president and CEO. But in reality, people respond to you because of personal authority, personal influence. So there are people who are very effective leaders in organizations who actually have no position on the org chart, but they're just really effective leaders because they're highly competent and they've got really good behavioral skills and they're respected by their colleagues. So it's interesting to look at this hierarchical portrayal of leadership and think about positional authority versus personal influence. But the upward influence in organizations is what we refer to as followership, and then horizontal influence is peer-to-peer influence. And at the end of the day, in the space program, it all comes down to competency. And I would argue the same thing is true in medicine and in healthcare, that if your colleagues perceive, and the key word's perceive, if they perceive someone as not overtly competent, chances are that person will never be an effective leader in the organization. If that individual is perceived as really competent, chances are they will rise to a leadership position and hopefully expand their repertoire of behavioral skills to be an effective leader and create effective teams. So in the space program, we actually talk about technical competencies and behavioral competencies, and this wheel, the whiz wheel, is the NASA leadership model. But I think in medicine, typically we focus on technical skills. Whether you're a nurse, a physiotherapist, physician, doesn't really matter. Everybody is technically focused because that's what we do. But what we recognize is to create these peak performing teams, we not only have to focus on technical issues, we have to build the behavioral skills of everybody in the organization, hence build the culture. And in our case, we refer to this as a culture of interprofessional practice, which is so important.